Welcome everyone to the January 15th meeting of the Metroplex Board of Directors. It's a chilly evening in downtown Schenectady. Thank you all for being here. First item on our agenda tonight is to welcome our intern. Will Stewart is here from Union College. Will, welcome. With my hand. We appreciate the helping hand, and we want to thank all the staff for their work through the holidays. We hope everyone had a great holiday season and a lot of busy time, end of year stuff at Metroplex. So we appreciate everybody hanging in there and working so hard. Our first item on the agenda tonight is approval of the minutes of the November 13th meeting. We have a motion. Karen, seconded by Brad. Any comments or questions on the minutes? If not, all those in favor of adopting, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next up is our treasurer's report.
So through December of 2024, we have an actual revenue budget of $12,368,080. We are $1,832,975 over budgeted amount. So kudos to the team for putting together a really good conservative budget for the year. Our cash and equivalents at the end of the reporting period are $6,898,139, and undistributed project funds are $9,677,586. And we have a pre-development balance of $184,313.
Any questions on the treasurer's report? Seeing none, we need a motion. Thank, second by Bob. First, Sharon made the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. We have a number of resolutions for your consideration tonight. The first one is dealing with the Schenectady 40 development project. Due to the fact that we're going to be discussing a real estate transaction, I'm going to ask for a motion to go into executive session, and during executive session, no votes will be taken, no decisions will be made. We're simply discussing a real estate matter that is pending before us. So I'd ask for a motion to go into executive session by Sharon, seconded by Karen. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We now go into executive session.
5:53.
Okay, we're back out of executive session. We discussed a property acquisition and some real estate matters. No votes were taken, no decisions were made in executive session. We're now looking for a motion on resolution 1790-25. Can I have a motion, please? Sharon, seconded by Karen. This is to provide $300,000 for property acquisition on the Schenectady 40 properties on Albany Street so that we can move forward with the development project at this site. And I'll call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. We'll move on with our agenda to a new addition to our downtown at the Foster Building. I would ask David to summarize.
Yeah, we welcome the legal project to downtown. It's at the Foster Building. For some of you who have been on the board for a while, Metroplex owned this property from 2009 till around 2015, stabilized the front of it, put the whole facade back on. Jeff Buell, subsequently through Redburn Development, renovated the whole entire structure, 24 market rate apartments, and really restored the former railway building, which you'll know is now the Nest. The top floor is a beautiful space. The ceiling is all preserved. It's roughly 9,600 square feet of office space.
Take a look at the ceiling.
The legal project is an entity with about 50 legal professionals and staff. They do tremendous work with domestic violence, elder law, immigration matters, homeowner protection. They serve those who are most in need of civil legal assistance, not criminal. They were looking for office space. It is just critical for our downtown to make sure we have office workers here, people living downtown. It helps our restaurants, helps our entertainment venues. We're doing a lot of engagement with our restaurants right now, and they love whenever we can help refill office space, which obviously has changed since COVID-19 and people still still working at home at times. This entity has people in 5 days a week. They'll be in the 9,600 square feet of space for 10 years, a 10-year lease. Our involvement includes a grant for relocation and some fit-up expenses, rental assistance for $175,000 for seeker. Because this is in a historic building, we do have to take a seeker action. It's an unlisted action, no negative effect on the environment.
We can have a motion on the seeker. Karen, second by Sharon. Just one comment. So this was the home of the Schenectady's trolley station. The building got cut up, so they added floors, but it was just, at one point, it was just a sweeping, beautiful station, and the ceiling is very interesting and makes for a very interesting urban office space. Again, very successful, 23 apartments, the Nest, ground floor retail, 10,000 square feet of office space, which we fill up with this action and bring 50 jobs to downtown. So we have a motion and a second on the seeker. Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We need a motion to adopt the general project plan.
So moved.
Thank you. Second. Any further questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Now we go to our ambassador program. Speaking of downtown, I would ask David to give us an update on their good work.
Yeah, as we talk about more people working downtown, one of the best programs I think that we've ever done has been the ambassador program, working with City Mission. Proctor's was this was a lot of their leadership early on. Jamie LaHutt did a tremendous job developing this program. The City Mission helps train some of their residents and people who've been associated with Mission with hospitality skills, customer service skills, and they go out and they help people as they're downtown. Eyes on the street, something we talk about in the urban planning world a lot. Founded in 2010, in 2024, just Whiteman, Osterman, Hannah, who's been our longtime counsel, and DST, who's done some accounting, auditing work for us as well. They underwrote the program related to the Proctor's ambassador piece, which is just during Proctor shows, for $250,000. So a lot of corporate sponsors. We'd like to continue our support. We're looking to increase it this year to $54,000 from $42,000, which it's been static for a few years. They're continuing. All these ambassadors are paid. This is a gateway, lead up program for them to get people back through the transition of being homeless to housing and to stable living. So $54,000 this year, type 2 action, and appreciate your support. You'll see two things. One, a picture of the new storefront on J Street. It's been really nice for the store owners to be able to pop in, talk to Eddie, who is mostly there, some of the other ambassadors. You'll see a picture of the new signs that we put up downtown, working with the ambassadors through the hub program, also with the police department and social services. Just reminding people, we have a lot of great social service providers out here. If you want to help people who are homeless or maybe panhandling, the way to help them is to help us all support these programs. You'll see these around downtown. People have the ability to support the program, but we're generally just making sure people are aware that we are trying to help individuals who are most in need. And lastly, we've been keeping a census of the ambassadors, so that if you see them downtown, maybe if you want to put this in your car, say hi to these friendly faces, all good people. And, it's really is community downtown, and they're a big part of it. And appreciate your support for the program.
Your motion and second. Sharon, thank you. I want to thank Jennifer for all her hard work with the signage. We'll hear more about that program as we unveil more about it in future weeks and months. She's done a terrific job with this. I want to thank Assemblyman Santa Barbara, who provided some grant funding to help support the storefront for the ambassadors on J Street. And that was a grant that the Assemblyman provided. And this is kind of our annual contribution toward the cause. As David said, they have great corporate support, Proctor support, companies like BST and Whiteman stepping forward. Marshall and Sterling has provided support. MVP's provided support. Yep. So it's really been, and they have people from all over the country calling to talk about this program. Saratoga is trying to emulate it. So we're a pioneer in this regard. Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thanks. Next, we go to Freemansbridge Road in Glenville and talk about an exciting development, and we'll ask David to summarize.
Yeah, we're very excited to talk about another full service quality hotel, Residence Inn by Marriott. This is at 3436 Freemansbridge Road, town of Glenville. There's a proposed mixed use development, which includes the hotel, which our benefits would look to support, a 95,000 square foot building, 125 rooms. There will also be on the pad site for a restaurant and a bank. This is underutilized brownfield property, close to the lighthouse, former lighthouse, Max 410, and next to Freemansbridge Sports on your right hand side as you go over the bridge. Glenville's done a great job of rebuilding that corridor. The hotel will be a $25 million investment, anticipated to create up to 70 jobs. We'll call for a public hearing today, come back later to approve the project plan and take a seeker action. Our involvement would be sales tax exemption, mortgage tax exemption, and then our pilot would mirror the 45B program, which is a 10-year accelerated schedule based on their investment. So it's as of right many places in Glenville we need to do it, and it's just a nice benefit to provide.
Motion on this. Bob, do you want to move this? Thank you from Glenville, our Glenville representative, seconded by Brad. They're through all the town approvals. The town is very supportive of this project. We coordinated with them on the pilot. As David said, they continue to collect 100% of the tax on the vacant land that is there. And the hotel, after the town assesses it, pays 50% of the full taxes on the improvement in year one, and that increases 5% a year for 10 years. As David said, in most of the state, most of the municipalities in the state, this is as of right. You don't even need to do a pilot once you're making a commercial investment that's eligible. You get that 50%. But in Glenville, the school district has not adopted that policy. So in coordination with the town, we're able to do basically the exact same thing that 45B allows. And the town is supportive of that. Again, still get the full taxes on the land. And we get, a $25 million hotel built. This is the same operator who has successfully operated the Homewood Suites next door. That's done very, very well. and the restaurant there. And it's a gorgeous property that was originally developed by Mr. Popolizio. And this gentleman came in, the Matrix Development Group, and developed the Homewood Suites, and it's done extremely well. This is another piece of the puzzle for our event center. As you remember, one of the criticisms of a nearby event center was that there weren't enough hotels within proximity to that center. And now we will have 5 hotels within walking distance of our event center. 3 at the harbor and 2 right across the Freeman's Bridge, and it's connected. You can walk underneath the bridge and connect back to the harbor. So it's very, very exciting, and it's a great brand hotel in the Marriott residence. So we're happy to move this forward. And again, we've cooperated and done this in conjunction with the town every step of the way. Any other comments or questions? And I think it's part of the whole Freeman's Bridge corridor redevelopment effort that the town is spearheading.
Yes, and pedestrian improvements and bicycle improvements that will
Right.
connect to the trail
So it's
network.
part of the.
And it ties into the Glenville Loop Trail as well. The River Loop Trail ties in right at the,
Right in, okay.
right there.
That's what I think, it's part of the, it goes into the Alco Trail, or is it?
Yeah, so if the bridge has the new, I think 10-foot sidewalk.
Right.
So you can go through that, and then if you go over to Glenville, you can take the new Glenville Loop Trail that they did, takes you to Scotia, or there's a piece that goes under the bridge past Max 410.
Right.
And connect through there. So it's really getting a nice, it almost feels like an extension of Mohawk Harbor.
It's very good.
Nice, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's exciting times. And, one of the things that we've talked to Glenville about over the years, Supervisor Ketsley and the new supervisor and the previous supervisors, was when Alco was distressed, that part of Freeman's Bridge Road was distressed, and it's now recovering, and they went into distress together, and they're coming out of it. And it's a joint effort. And so we see success in both the Glenville side and the city side of because of the Mohawk Harbor development. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, I will call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Public comment. I don't see anyone from the public here tonight, so we'll close public comment. Board comment on any other matters. If not, we'll remind you that the next meeting is scheduled for February 12th, 5:30, and take a motion to adjourn. Second, thank you very much for coming out on a cold night.
Thank you.